What I want to talk about is how to get shizzle done, how to get stuff done. A while back, I did a lot of sales, and I had a client, and I was on the phone with him, and he said to me one time, he said, "I can tell you're a GSD kind of guy." And I said, "What's that?" And he said, "You're a get done kind of guy." And I laughed, but I haven't always been that way. It's something that I've learned and built up over time. In this video, I want to talk about how to get done, how to be an effective, fruitful person, how to accomplish a lot of things in short amounts of time. There's things that I do, strategies that I use to get a lot of stuff done. It makes me feel like I'm productive, and it makes me feel like fulfilled, like I've had a good week. I've been fruitful. The number one way that I get stuff done, I call it shizzle. The number one way I get shizzle done is I keep weekly goal checklists, and I always have them in my pocket. I carry them right now on paper like this. And in fact, I'm gonna do a little segue here, and I'm gonna cut over to a video that I did for one of my online classes. The final thing I would encourage you to do as we start this course and this journey together, because we are on a journey together, is I would encourage you to set weekly and daily goals for yourself. Let me show you how I do it. And you may have your own method already. I'm just digging my pocket here. This little piece of paper right here, I keep this in my pocket every single day. Every Sunday night, I make a new one, okay? And what I do is these are my goals for the week. And I set the bar high. I never make it, but I set the bar high, and I work hard to try to, every highlighter is the goal that's been done. And at the very top, I have write my book, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have a ton of these, and these keep me on track. And so I don't care how you do it. If you might have an app on your phone, you might use some kind of calendar system, whatever works for you, but set some goals to keep you on track. All right, so you can see I carry one of those with me everywhere I go, always in my pocket. I work on it. I don't always fulfill it, but it keeps me on track, and I try to do as much of that checklist as I can every week. And I often will put little tiny goals on there, like, call the insurance company, call my friend Bob, call my friend Dave, whatever. I'll put that on there, because the more things I can highlight off that list throughout the week, the more I feel like I'm accomplishing things. So a weekly goal checklist doesn't necessarily have to be huge, big goals that you want to accomplish. The idea is to actually be an underachiever and cross off as many little things as you can. Obviously put some big things on there, but that's how I get stuff done. And you saw how many of these I have, dozens and dozens of these. There's also 2 books I would recommend if you want to be more motivated and just to be more kick-ass in your life and get stuff done. 2 books I would recommend. This little book was given to me by my good friend Melina Boswell at New Wealth Advisors Club. The Greatest Salesman in the World. Powerful little book. I recommend you read this. It's not really about sales, it's about life, and I read this every single morning, a portion of it every single morning, and it just motivates me. What it does, for example, my section this morning was about action. Listen to this. Action is the food and drink which will nourish my success. I will act now. My procrastination, which has held me back, was born of fear. Did you hear that? My procrastination, which has held me back, was born of fear. Why do we procrastinate so much on life? It's because usually it's not always lazy. It's a lot of times because we're afraid. We don't want to face whatever it is. We don't want to deal with it. It's too much, too overwhelming. So we procrastinate, we put it off. And the root of procrastination is often fear. And the way to kill that is by taking action. Whether you feel like it or not, it's to take action and just to move. So, a lot of times I pretend I'm a robot. A robot doesn't have emotions. A robot doesn't lollygag. A robot doesn't think about it, second guess something. You tell a robot to do something, it's got coded commands, and it just goes, it just acts. And so, that's how I get a lot of stuff done. I pretend like I'm a robot, and I just go. This book, there's just so much powerful motivation in here. Like every morning you wake up, and you don't often feel like doing anything. I just want to snooze the snooze button, and you start getting this in your mind, it's going to change your outlook and it's going to change your behavior, which then changes your mood and your life. The other book I recommend is this one, great little book called Make Your Bed. Little changes that can change your life and maybe the world. Written by a former Navy SEAL. So a very powerful little book, and it all starts with making your bed in the morning. So I recommend this little book as well. If you want to become a person who gets more shit done in your life, create a little weekly checklist, get these 2 little books, read them, study them, learn them, and start moving. Start getting shit done and checking it off your list. I'll see you guys later. Bye.